Brilliant. Well, I think we could just start introducing yourself, saying who you are to everyone who's watching.
So I'm Mel. I'm the artistic director, or one of the two artistic directors of Produce Moon. We are an interactive and immersive theatre company. And recently we've been making a lot of work that's very, it's becoming more and more digital. So we've become really interested in kind of the digital shift and the way that technology interacts with society, and in particular how technology is changing the way we're kind of evolving as humans, the way in which technology is intersecting with the way we evolve. So our work at the moment is really trying to interrogate that and explore that for our audiences.
And I'm right in saying someone who's buying a ticket to see your show, it's not just committing to buying a ticket, it's committing for a day in their life.
Yeah, so I think the way that you experience it is really very much like the way you'd experience any phone game. So you buy a ticket, you come to Bedlam at 1 p.m. and you log on to something called the Forum, which exists a bit like a social media site. And then you have committed to the show for the next 24 hours, but you just go off and you live your life as normal. You can go and see other shows, you can go out for dinner, you can go out for drinks, whatever. And then whenever you're free, we just get in contact with the Forum and say, I'm free now, I'd like to do something. And the show kind of sends you around to different locations all over Edinburgh, and you listen to things and you play little games and you interact with other people on the Forum experiencing the show, and you get kind of led through a narrative that way. So you are committing some time, but it's very much it's guided by you and driven by you, and when you're free, it's not that we're saying, it's not that you have to have like 3 to 3:35 clear. So yeah. And
also it'll just make people feel really involved. Like it's literally their show. That's what they make from it.
Totally. I think the word we like to use is interactive theatre and immersive theatre are these kind of slightly tricky terms, because I think lots of people use them and people often mean really different things when they use those words. And so the word we often like to use for our shows is responsive, because we try really to respond to our audiences and what they're giving to the show and how they're driving the show. And that's kind of how we like to make work. We like it to be audience-led, audience-responsive. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you for a second, because I'm going to give you, basically Johnny's got 2 words on a piece of paper, and just have a look at your word, and I want you to try and use that word in some of your answers. I'm going to have one too. Okay. And you have to try and guess what each other's word is.
Okay.
So, Johnny, if we could have our words, please. I promise I haven't cheated.
Okay.
Okay. If you think I've used my word, you stop me and say.
I think you've used your word now.
So, back to what we were saying, word in mind. So this kind of like responsive show, I'm kind of right in saying that your shows that you decide to do, it's really pushing the boundary of theatre. You don't like an easy show.
No. I suppose though, it's not exactly that that's a conscious thing. It's not like I'm like, oh, I want to push the boundaries of theatre, but it's that I make work, or we make work, Produce Moon make work, that is really, we feel, is the most apt way of exploring a particular issue, or asking a question, or encouraging audiences to engage with a particular topic. And so we really respond to that most strongly, rather than saying like, we have these forms already, we can play with these forms. And so that's kind of what leads us to these shows that probably in experience are just totally different from anything that you've ever experienced before, but that has come about because we want to create something that truly interrogates this idea, or truly asks this question, rather than kind of half getting there and then leaving it, you know.
And it's unique, right? It's super unique. I haven't heard of a show that's done this before. I really haven't. So it's very exciting. Yeah. And also, thinking about shows that you've done in the past, you kind of done your last one, which was Ada. It was kind of looking at technology in the past. And this one's looking at technology in the present. So what's in the future?
What's in the future? So Ada was a personal project, and that was done with the ETC, so that was done with Edinburgh University Theatre Company. But Produce Moon's previous show was called Inhumanity, and that was also about technology. And that was in fact, Inhumanity was about technology of the future. So maybe that's I've gone kind of past future, present. What's going to be next? But actually we're looking at maybe developing Inhumanity a little bit more, and that was about the relationship between technology and corporations, and kind of encouraging people to kind of provide an ultimatum to like technology companies and say like, this is what we want from the technology that we engage with, and this is how we want our technology to work.
You're challenging the technological warlord that governs society right now.
Warlord?
Yeah.
I think warlord was your word.
You've got my word.
I think warlord was your word.
You said your word?
Yeah.
No! I've lost. What was your word?
Ultimatum.
Oh, come on. One ultimatum. And it's been really well done. You got it in. When did you say ultimatum?
I was talking about providing a technological ultimatum to corporations. Yeah.
You're a fantastic liar. No, I'm joking.
Thank you.
I'm not. Okay, to sum it up though.
Yeah.
What would you say an audience should expect when they experience your show in 3 words? So they're thinking of coming to see it, 3 words to incorporate, which is hard because it's 24 hours. It's not quite fair. You can go over if you want.
I think that the show is thought-provoking.
Yeah.
I think it's challenging, and I also think it's joyful.
Oh, that's really nice. Well, thank you so much.
When
is your show on? Tell people.
So the show is on, started today, it's on tomorrow, and then Saturday, and then it's on next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday as well. And because it is 24 hours, it runs Thursday to Friday, Friday to Saturday, Saturday to Sunday, starting at 1 p.m. and then finishing at 1 p.m. the following day.
All across Edinburgh. Okay.
All across Edinburgh, starting at Bedlam Theatre, but exists all across Edinburgh.
Well, good luck. I think
Thanks
it's so
very much.
exciting.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
I do.
Thanks.
Brilliant.